You ever find yourself very close to reset and you find you're just watching the clock? Okay, 17, 16, 15, 14. I mean, of course not. I would never do that. You'd have to have no life to do that, right? Right? And it's 0. So here we go. No, apparently this is too difficult for my machine. Come on, machine. Come on, dude. Let's get into live arena. Since the last time, I have I've been thinking about my Pythion. Right now he's in bolster, but I've been thinking I want to make him even healier, particularly because he's going to end up being the Pythion that I use in in that Archon boss fight. Amior. I don't know why I have so much trouble with it. It's like a 5-letter name. I think it's Amior. Anyway, I'm thinking of putting him in regen, and I'm thinking of giving him like even more HP, and maybe if possible, just kind of transposing the gear that he's in with Duchess's gear. So he gets Duchess's gear. So he's putting on a dress, she's putting on like his suit of armor, something like that. Anyway, Big Gun J. Big Gun J. Wow, these are some big guns, Jay. I think I see why they call you Big Gun J. Well, if I'm already fighting Taras-Marichka, that's not a great sign, is it? So I could try to take these two. Just because I'm more or less expecting him to take something like that. There's going to be something monstrous in here. Maybe there will still be a Stiffy. Maybe he'll go for UDK. Maybe he's going to go for some kind of block revive. Okay, I see. All right, I'm going to take Rhodos. And I think I really need to take Ultimate Death Knight so that he doesn't. It still leaves me with the problem of how do I deal with this Marichka? I mean, I could ban the Marichka, and then I'm dealing with the Taras. I've also got this guy. Don't want to deal with him either. Let's just ban Marichka. And maybe I can try for the... I don't know. We don't need resists. I'll just go with Duchess. Sorry, I don't mean to be distracted. I'm getting a text from my girlfriend. Might be important. I'm probably just going to get the crap kicked out of me before I get a chance to go anyway. Oh no, it's from my cousin. Okay, I can definitely deal with that later. I'm going first, eh? That's weird. You have an Arbiter. How did this happen? Okay, well, I guess I'll put up my buffs. This is extraordinarily weird. I'm trying to figure out why somebody with an account this stacked would be outsped by my Duchess. She has less than 300 speed. So let's try for... He's under... Yeah, he's under the unkillable. So let's try to take him out first. Then maybe we'll go for Arbiter. And we get that ally attack. My poor Duchess is looking really grim. All right. I'll use the A1, and this is what I'm talking about. I want to see bigger numbers pop out of the A1 when he uses it. Right now, Pythion's at about 70k. I want to get him to about 100k. I think it'd just be super duper good. Maybe this is the right time to revive him. So I think now I can start taking away max HP from Taras. Let's just get some buffs up. Youch. Okay, I'm going to try to take out this guy. Let's try to get some more health out of you. This is still very harrowing. Let's see. We'll get him behind a veil. Ooh, extra turn. All right, let's take more health from him. His health is tiny now. All right, let's get my people back up. It's still hitting like a truck. This Taras is absolutely nuts. He's just nuts. It looked like literally all of his max health was stolen by that last hit, too. So, good game, Big Gun J. I was not expecting to be able to beat you. You have a high rating, you have ridiculously crazy high champs, and then somehow you built Arbiter slow. That throws me. The Gladiator. Here's another thing about today's session. I'm doing this right at the reset. Oh, of course you know that. I did that stupid thing where I counted down the clock. Okay. So Gladiator 28. I'm gonna start with the Monkey King. Really, he's probably one of my he's one of my 4 best nukers, I guess. If I were to say my 4 best nukers are probably going to be Rhodos, Sun Wukong, Leorius, and Candy. So I don't like the looks the looks of that Georgid. I could do this again. This is very solid. And this is why I also want to spend more time working on perfecting my Duchess and my Pythion, because I have just enough Stone Skin stuff for both. Whereas I can't do that with Elva. Otherwise, maybe I'd consider doing it with Elva and Pythion, because then you have 2 revivers and 2 cleansers. Because that's the one limitation of Duchess. She can't cleanse. So let's bring Ultimate Death Knight and Rhodos. I think this is what I want. And I'd really like to get rid of Georgid. The next biggest threat would be Ragash. Georgid can be really, truly awful to deal with, though. So let's get rid of Georgid. And, all right. So I'll take the resistance just in case that helps with Uko. And we'll just beat on Uko until he dies. Or, until we're all dead. Let's try not to get too cocky. Oh, don't see any evidence of anything getting stripped. So we buff and we wait. This looks like this fight could get rather long. Ooh. That is a ferocious kitty. That is a hard-hitting Ragash. And he's got the ally attack too. That is quite scary. So let's start with this. We better get Duchess back in. And I would like some healing, I think. So Uko getting sheeped is actually kind of annoying because it makes it more difficult to just take out the linchpin of the team. So maybe I'll just hit Ragash. Okay. So we focus on Uko. It's going to be hard to get at him. This is a really well layered defense. It's making this team very annoying to fight. Maybe I'll just use the A1. At this point, I'll take out whoever I can take out. I'm doing a very good job of keeping both of my revivers on the ropes. Okay. I'm going to do that. expecting him to do his revive, but basically, I couldn't afford to wait. I wanted to wait, but I really couldn't afford to. Part of how he's doing so much ally attack, of course, is he's got 2 ally attackers. Part of why he's doing so much damage. Did I say that wrong? Anyway. That auto revive is really, really starting to get on my nerves. Let's keep chipping away at him. Ragash goes so well with ally attackers. It occurs to me. Maybe I want to try that as a comp. Pairing Ragash with, say, Mika. He seems to be popping off a lot of extra turns, too. And I think that's built straight into Necrit's kit. And there's the Angel Song again. Alright. He's going to have lower health now because of that. Let's see if I can get off a Lucky Fear, too. Damn. Well, good game, Gladiator. So if I had a tougher Pythion, maybe that would have gone different. He seemed to struggle to get down the team that I had, but there was a lot of ally attack in that. Okay, Jikhook. Who are you going to go with? Monkey King. Rad. I'm going to take... I'm going to take these 2. Okay, I definitely want some block revive working for us. So we can bring Rotos. Maybe I'll bring Pythion and Phenax. And I guess I'll get rid of Sun Wukong. I'm going to get rid of Sun Wukong. He gets rid of Ultimate Death Knight. Makes perfect sense. I'd be too difficult to get at without it. I'm not really worried about debuffs anymore, so I'm going to take the speed. It is going to be difficult getting at his Candy, though. Candy's very good at hiding behind veils. So let's start with some buffs, or should I wait? I think Rotos isn't going to get a chance to do anything anyway. So let's block the debuffs. I'm just going to try the AoE. I just learned, or realized anyway, earlier today, that these little boxes, they kind of add up to how much HP your opponents have. I estimate that each little box is worth about 5,000 hit points. I counted them up on Duchess, for instance, and they added up to 20. And she does have 100,000 health. I counted them up on Pythion. They added up to about 14, and he does have about 70,000 health. So I think that's the system. Maybe this is common knowledge to some of you. I don't know. So I'm going to take out him if I can. And I'm going to try to steal some health from the wife. Okay, this is going to make life a little easier. I could even cautiously try to work around Marichka. I don't know. I don't know. I'll just do the A1 for now. And that means, if I can get good at counting these boxes fast, I can figure out exactly who Rotos should attack first. So let's get him back in, and behind a veil. So let's go for the big one. Alright, I will attack him. Weak hit. Wow, he does hit super hard. We do have to watch out for that. See, I think I can take out Siffy. And I guess I should go for him next. Okay. Deleted. So I'll do my A1, hope for an extra turn, not get one, but you know. You can always hope for the best. Youch. Oh no! Oh no! We were so close. Well, good game, Jacook. But that's Candy for you. Candy does not screw around. Hey, it's the Gladiator again. From the Soul Destroyers. The Gladiator is taking the Monkey King. Well, I'm going to take Duchess. I'm going to take Pythion. Or maybe I want to take UDK. I'll take UDK and Duchess. So we got Georgid again. I'll bring these two again. Maybe I'll bring Phenax. I think last time... Who did I bring last time? I think I didn't bring Phenax against him. Who would it have been? Anyway. There's a lot here that I want to get rid of, but I'm thinking if I just get rid of Uko, and I have any way of getting rid of any of them, in any order, that would be ideal. So we'll take the resistance, and this will be over quickly, one way or the other. I really do wish I had a tougher Pythion, and this is part of why. I feel like between the Duchess and the Pythion, if my Duchess gets eliminated, my Pythion is clearly far inferior in terms of his gearing. Although he does have the bolster, that can kind of help. But again, his bolster would be doing more work if he had 100,000 health instead of just 70. So I'll start with the cleanse. Can I take anybody out? I have a sinking suspicion I probably can't. I'm just going to go for the Vitality Plunder. Now maybe I'm within reach. Nope, not even. Ouch. Well, at least I get an extra turn. Too bad I'm probably about to die. Well, let's see. Do I get an extra turn? No. Well, worth a shot. So good game, Gladiator. Man, I really want to get myself a Georgid the Nutcracker. That's what you need to give us for Christmas, Plarium. Got to give us a guaranteed summon event. Maybe 120. No, 100. 100 void shards, and we can get Georgid. They'll totally do that, right? Plarium, you can get right on that. Just like you're getting on all those character changes. We're gonna see a champion rebalancing. You're gonna rebalance Taras-Marichka, right? I mean, I know I'm not really making the point that I think I'm making in this particular video because I fought Taras-Marichka together in the first fight and I beat them somehow. Maybe that was just a weird occurrence. So, am I gonna get an opponent this time? Would be nice. All right, what you got for me today? Arbiter? Okay. So I'll take these two. Let's see how fast of a team he's going to go for. Maybe this will be a good time to go for the Alakath paradigm. Possibly. I want Mithrala in any event. Maybe I'll go for Mithrala and Rhodos. And depending on how the wind takes this. Oh, you're going to go for bombers. Okay. I'll go for Alakath. So let's see how this plays out. I'm going to take away Warlord. They're going to take away Mithrala. That makes sense. So I'll put in a defense aura. Now I can kind of get saved or screwed by the RNG here. I've got some polymorph. Gaius the Gleeful has a 2-turn bomb that he'd place on Alakath. That won't kill him immediately. And the Rat King's the wrong affinity. So basically, if everything aligns, I should be able to put up block damage. But if things do not align, and they didn't, then we're just gonna die. Although I still hilariously have Sun Wukong. So it's possible that this will still work. Apparently he has to cycle through all of the turns on his entire team. Well, I'd say good game, dude. I know it really felt like you won at the beginning there, but it can't feel that way now. So good game. So we got 5 left. We're making pretty good time. 36 minutes for the first few fights. What is the fastest time, any of you watching? What is the fastest time that you've ever gotten through a live arena session with 5 or 10 tokens? I mean, maybe you only go for 5. Maybe you don't even care about the free refill. Maybe you don't care about live arena at all. So I'll go for UDK. Duchess is probably my other best bet. And I'll go for Rhodos. Hmm. Maybe I'll go for Fenax. All right. Maybe Mithrala is what I want. Maybe I could even take a gamble on Helicath again. I don't know. Mithrala seems like maybe the better choice here. I'm going to go with Mithrala. So he's probably the most dangerous thing on the team. So I'm going to eliminate Sun Wukong. I lose my Reviver. I'm going to take the Accuracy Aura. And hopefully, Mithrala can cleanse the rest of the team if they encounter any problems. Alright, well, Rhodos is not looking good, but he's alive. He can try to... get more health that way. Fenax, can you delete this guy, please? Yes, deleted. Thank you. So your damage dealer's been deleted. You do have a lot of support, though. Let's put up some shielding, some healing. Increase attack, increase defense. Just a matter of time before Kymar comes in and starts stealing all this stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try to take out Kymar. And let's steal more health from Arbiter. Alright, Arbiter, deleted. Good game, Nuada. Man, Fenax is really vicious when he needs to be. So he's going with Sun Wukong? Okay. No surprise. Go with Duchess. Go with Ultimate Death Knight. Emek. Cool. Let's take Rhodos. And Pythion. So depending how much revive there's going to be in this team, I'm thinking Phenax again. If he takes another reviver or two, or another revive mechanic or whatever. If there's just one, then I don't know. This is an interesting team. Maybe I want to go with... Well, I'm not sure. Okay, I still will go with Phenax. And just in terms of limiting the damage, we could just get rid of Sun Wukong. And he eliminated Phenax, probably thinking I was planning on using him for Sun Wukong. So we more or less get to keep the team we wanted. This is pretty cool. We do have to watch out for debuffs. So maybe I go for the resist. Emek can do that whole cooldown mechanic when he's unkillable. Or rather, when he's under a shield, it works. I'll go with the resistance. So almost everybody's behind a stone skin, but not Mithrala. Interesting. So Emek, not going unkillable yet. Interesting. I figure whenever Emek does go unkillable with his provoke, it's just going to be a matter of time before Rhodos gets to him. But maybe he was waiting for me to use this first. I think I am going to target Emek with it anyway. Looks like he's got the most HP. Maybe I'll just keep piling up on him, hoping for a bit of healing. Love to get more healing than that off my Pythion. Something to think about tomorrow when they drop the new artifact enhancement event. This is the other thing. This actually kind of clashes with the strategy of using Elva, because Elva can put a veil on random champions, right? It's not random. It's it's put on whoever has the lowest HP. But I think Provoke takes priority over it. So even if he's invisible, but he's using the Provoke, he's still the guy that I get to target. So I could just come in, bonk, take him out, and it looks like she has the most HP, so I'm going to steal some from her. Aside from that, maybe I'll just put up a shield with some healing. It's not like I can kill anybody else right now. just bide our time while I slowly build up power in Rhodos. I'll use the A1 on her. Extra turn. Let's steal some more health from Mick. Maybe I'll start to steal it from her. Oh, wow. This guy is clearly built for damage. And sadly, I think that might be the only source of damage on his team, and that, if I'm not mistaken, I think that move has something like a 3-turn cooldown. So getting that move once every 3 turns, I don't think I have much to worry about anymore. So let's cleanse off that. It looks like he's also got Cruelty as his blessing, so that's something to watch out for, because he is slowly going to be doing more and more damage to us as well. So we're really in one of those wars of attrition. So I'll come in. Maybe we can take out Emic. And maybe I can finally take out Elva. Nope. I can get more help though. So I'll settle for that. Get some buffs up. Oh, wow. Wow. I love that little pea shooter sound you get out of it too. Pew, pew, pew. It's kind of adorable. Can I take out her? There we go. Alright, let's try to get rid of him now. Okay, nothing to worry about. Good game, dude. In episodes past, I've suggested I could maybe be editing these little countdowns out, but there are a couple of things preventing me from doing that. One, it is an opportunity for me to fill dead air, but two, I'm lazy, and I'm not ashamed of that fact. So let's go for Sun Wukong. And we're dealing with Smurfs. And he's at 5,000? I'm fighting a 5,000 player? I didn't know numbers that high existed. At least not in this tier. Well, let's go for Ultimate Death Knight. And I want Duchess. I think. I don't know. I see that Warlord in him. I'm really not sure. And I'm probably going to have to ban that Warlord. But what else is coming? If I'm seeing Duchess and Warlord, I'm expecting Taras-Marichka, Nutcracker. Nekrit, that's another one I was expecting. I wasn't necessarily expecting Ragash. So we can bring Rhodos. We could probably bring Helikath. Maybe I want a second Reviver, though, just in case. So Helikath is one idea, but it's kind of countered by Mithrala, who I haven't covered. So maybe we'll just bring Pythion again. Seems kind of boring that I'm bringing these 5 in almost every fight. But again, it's been working. At least it's usually working. Ooh. Um, and this is my ignorance showing now. Now I'm like, which one is she or he? I forget. I'm going to eliminate Warlord because I think Warlord is the only one of the two that shuts down cooldowns, but I know one of the mythicals does it too. But I don't think it's her. I think it's the one with like the scary ghost face. I think she might just be a nuker. Guess we're about to find out. And I keep saying she. I think it's a she. If we're going with speed, we probably should go with his speed. I suppose I could learn my mythicals. It's just that they seem so rare, right? So basically, of the mythicals, I know Mika. I kind of know how Siegfried works. Siegfried, the guy from the Holy faction. So let's buff. So we're about to find out what she does. Midnight Gift. Shredder. Okay. What does she do? A crap load of damage. As does this guy. So evidently, I should be super scared of this lineup. Particularly with an ally attack coming from Necret. Man, what a great champion. And they also clearly have Life Harvest on either multiples or somebody's High Awakened. But I think it's just, this is multiple Life Harvests. That is very nasty, Mr. Smurfs. You are very nasty, nasty man. So this is probably going to be over pretty quickly. I don't even know how to put a dent into them. I could try to put up block debuffs, but you know what? I'm not even going to bother. Kind of want to wait for Sun Wukong to just pick himself up. Maybe I'll actually get a turn on the fly. Maybe I can get some fears off this. Not as such. Looks like he's about to get a turn again. Let's put this up. Okay, we can steal some buffs. Let's do it that way. Youch. 40,000 damage while under strengthened. My goodness, man. That is a super hard hitting Ragash. And all the more reason why I want to get my Pythion just a little tougher. Well, I can kind of hang on. Is it worth hanging on to see if I can get one last good attack? I think it's worth hanging on. But anyway, good game, Smurfs. Holy crap, man. Holy cow. Ooh. Love the banner. So I'm going to go with Sun Wukong. Probably leaning into UDK unless he's taken. Same thing with Duchess. Unless she's taken. And you know what? For Christmas, if I could ask for any champion of the Void Legos, I wouldn't be asking for Georg the Breaker. I wouldn't sneer at him. Can't have Duchess. Okay. I'll do it this way. It's Siffy. I say this a lot, but especially with Rotos, with the amount that I like to lean into Rotos, I'd love to have Siffy. Siffy combined with Ultimate Death Knight and Rotos, and they're all even in the same faction, so I could have a lot of fun with that faction exclusive quest. So I see this and I start to think maybe we're looking at bombs, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get bombs going. He's already got too much block debuffs. So I could take Fenax and really I just like somebody that can get something going. Maybe that somebody is Mika. I could also try Helicat. But I'm going to go with Mika. And I'm going to ban Harima. I think Harima is just a little too ferocious for me to be dealing with. Harima is the other champion I'd want for Christmas. The non-void one. Non-void, Harima. Void. Yeah, it's still Harima. Mortu Macabre scares me, but then again, I have one guy who can revive himself. And that's presumably who he's going to beeline for. So, let's take the speed. That's probably what I want. Maybe I should have gone for the accuracy. Now I wish I'd gone for the accuracy. Because what I'm thinking is we could at least go for the increase accuracy weaken first. And he went for the speed. It's interesting. I wouldn't have thought either of us should go for the speed in this case. I think we both want to be slower than the other. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not really sure what I want to do with my first turn. So I can metamorph. Maybe I will just go for the weaken. So this dude wants to take his time, and that makes sense. So we get rid of that. Really, the only way I'm going to get any health is from him. But it had to not be a weak hit, and it had to be a weak hit. Or rather, I needed it to not be a weak hit, but it had to be a weak hit, didn't it? Thank you, Murphy's Law, for giving me the worst case scenario. Of course, Murphy's Law also gives me the best case scenarios, a statistically appropriate amount of time, so maybe I can't complain. So do I want to try to steal some buffs? This could kind of come back to bite me in the ass. But I'm going to do it. I'm stealing a stone skin. If he gets his peril, so be it. So I'm going to go for my stuns. I get one. Maybe we don't need the healing yet. Maybe I'll just go for her. No free turn. That's a bummer. You got peril yet? No peril. Good news for me, bad news for you. So we can put her to sleep. That's pretty cool. And boom! Did not expect that to go that quickly. So, good game. Let's go to the final fight. It's always very harrowing when you're dealing with Mortu Macabre. So this guy's name is Cox. Okay. We know what he thinks about all day. Or she. Okay. We're looking at another fast team. Is this going to be a case where I want bombs? Or is this going to be a case where I want zombs? As in zombies? I wanted it to rhyme with bombs. That didn't work, did it? Doesn't matter. I'm going to take UDK. I'm going to take Duchess. I'm still holding off on the possibility of using the Helicath paradigm here, but might be a dangerous one. Might be. Kind of want a cleanser. We could also bring him as the cleanser. You know what? This team of 5, this will still work. I think it's absolutely fine. And basically, barring a second bomber, I am just going to take out the one bomber. Although with Foley, that does give me pause. I don't want him murdering my son Wukong. So you know what? I'm gonna do it this way. We'll take the resistance. We'll hope for the best. We get bombed out, so be it. So if and when I do rebuild my Duchess and my Pythion, I might even put up the 2 builds now at the end of the video, because I'd love your input. Just anybody watching, whether you're an expert, whether you're a novice, let me know what you think. I might try building one of them to be super duper. Oh my goodness. We are screwed. This is it. Anyway, what I'm thinking is building one of them to be super resistant. Yeah, it could be a super duper resistant Duchess. Okay, we survived though. So that's cool. Do I want to try to revive Rhodos now? I don't know. I feel like now is not the right time, but we may not be alive by the end of this series of events. Here, let's cleanse. And a couple of weak hits. Sometimes it works out in our favor. So Pythion is down. Now is the time. Here we go. It's going to be close. All right, let's see if we can just knock him down now. That's one less thing to worry about. That's 2 less things to worry about. You are done like dinner. Yo, but he's not giving up. He is not giving up. Or she. Okay, well, good game, Cox. How do we do? So we got Am I too tired to see this? So that's 6-4. Again, respectable. We're at 1781. My actual rank seems to be climbing very slowly, working towards that quintus. So here are the two champions I was considering. Oh, want to move this along. Want to move my food along. Want to move the market along. But Duchess and Pythion. So here is Pythion. This is the way I've got him geared now. He's got the 2 pieces of stone skin. He's got the bolster. I don't have the best pieces of bolster, and I could forge out a couple more. But I want to get this up to about 100k. The res, I mean, I'd like it if it were higher. But the speed, I'd also like it to be higher. There's just so many things. He's got polymorph. I would like to trade that out with Miracle Heal, I'm thinking, just because of the amount of healing that he does. It seems like the way to go, and these are his masteries. Which I'm also thinking of changing out a little just to take more of the healing masteries. I don't really think he's getting much of anything out of this book one, for instance. So I would like to redo those. I have a free redo anyway. Then we also have Duchess. These are her masteries, which, just to look at them, I think I am happy with those masteries. She, of course, has the Miracle Heal, which I like, because you frequently encounter champions that start ripping apart your max HP. She has 100k HP, and I like that. And she's got a lot of speed. She's got a lot of resistance. She really has the best of what I've got on my account. So, I mean, maybe I could leave her intact. I have been enjoying her in this build. It's difficult to complain. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Always a pleasure. See you on the next video. You know, all that. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm supposed to say that, apparently, according to lots of people. Because you know what? Truth is, sometimes I forget to like videos. I'm watching it, and they remind me to like and subscribe. It's the end of the video. So if you haven't liked it and subscribed to it yet, and you've really been watching all the way to this end, you know, you liked it. Clearly you liked it. Unless you really didn't. And then you can dislike my video. You've earned the right to dislike my video because you watched it all the way to the end. So please feel free to dislike my video if you must. Anyway, take care, everybody.